Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Hope that everybody is doing good. We done made it to the end of another work week, so hopefully y'all enjoy your weekend. We know we are. We gonna be working and stuff. And I had the past couple of days off, but now it's time to get back out here and do what we need to do. So had to take a little break, but you know what I'm saying, we're gonna get back at it. But we still gonna, get our rest and stuff, all that in the meantime. We born, so we really don't do much except for shows and TikTok and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty much our weekend. But we hope y'all enjoy yours. Welcome back to another episode of the Queen Mimi Blog Show. And once again, this month, October, is domestic violence awareness month. So we're talking about that throughout the month of October. And today, and we're gonna be closing out next week. We're talking about healing now. We talked about all the trauma, all the pain, all the hurt, pulling yourself up, finding the right people to confide in and talk to, and, using your voice, reclaiming your power, all that good stuff. And all of that is gonna be, it's not avoidable, a part of the whole process. We don't care, you're male, female, whatever. If you if you're going through it or you just coming out of it. You know what I'm saying? For people that haven't been through it, no, they will not understand. So unfortunately that's true. But it's a part of the process. Can't go around it, you can't go under it, and I know you're not gonna sit there and just go through it and endure it. Nobody wants to do that. We know we didn't. And like we said, till this day, pretty sure a lot of y'all can relate. No one's taking responsibility for what they did to us. But you know what? We're at the point where we're good now. We don't really care to share our side of the story, what happened. People are going to perceive how they want. You know what I'm saying? Believe whatever they want. Ain't nothing we can really do about it. But just keep changing, being better, and just being ourselves. That's all we can do. Healing is not easy for anybody. Everybody has their own, time frame and how they choose to heal, and that's fine because there's no race, there's no competition. But no matter what the time frame is, um, it's still personal, and it's different for everybody. That's something we've learned too. Some people forgive, and they heal and let go, and some people don't, and they still heal and let go. They don't deal with that person again, but everybody's actually different. That's something that we've learned as well. And another thing we've learned is there's so many unhealed people in this world. Like that just is just never dealt with their trauma, never dealt with their pain, never dealt with nothing, and just going around just abusing and using and just hurting people, and they cool with it. Why? We like to think, and we know they don't want to take responsibility for what they did, and they think nothing's ever gonna happen to them. It's called karma, self-fulfilling, prophecy, and reaping what you sow. A lot of y'all say that. It comes back. That's what we wish people understood, or maybe they do and they still do it anyway. We don't know which one is worse, but hey, I'm saying that's on you. That's on you. But it's messy and it's sacred. A lot of people, and we thought we was the only one. This is how we know we're not. A lot of people are going through that right now. Cutting people off, standing on their boundaries, their peace, just choose not to deal with other people anymore, and just putting themselves first. Deciding I'm not gonna deal with this anymore. This is beneath me. Like it's just not worth it. It's more stress and more drama and more pain and people talking about you and all that. You know what I'm saying? Some people just rather chill at home, be by themselves. We're saying they ain't gotta deal with that. My peace is important. And if that means we got to burn the bridge, then you can go ahead and give me the match or the lighter, whatever. Let's go. Because it's really not personal. But we promise you, and we know y'all know, people will make it that way. Like it's all about them. Like, no, this ain't even, you're not even in the equation. And then that we can say no disrespect. You're not. It's about us right now. Especially y'all the type like us to always put people first, be there, you know, listen to their pain or whatever they got themselves into. You know what I'm saying? Because it could have been avoided. Yeah. Everything they got themselves into. So, and we did too. Like we said, we ain't judging. We were stupid too. But you know, like we said, you learn. Or at least we hope. But yeah, it's very sacred to a lot of people. You know, especially with everything that's going on, everything they've been through. It really gets boring. You know, your chest tightening up, anxiety, stressed out, arguing, fussing, fighting. Unfortunately, physically sometimes. Yeah, you know, but you still being there for people. You still loving them. You still supporting them, and they just they just don't appreciate it. It's actually funny because a lot of people don't really know what they losing. They'll tell you in a minute that you lost the best thing that ever happened to you, but never acknowledge that's the one that might have gotten away. So be the one that got away. I don't care if you're male or female. And not only do that, and we don't care what happens in life. You can always start over. You know what I'm saying? Restart and refresh. It's not over. It's just a little setback. It don't mean you a failure. And it don't mean you any less than anybody else. You know, things just happen. You do the best you can. And we just had to learn to definitely see the bright side of things. We had to. Because if not, we was going to be around here stressed out, our chest tight, and just, it's not that serious. We're going to have to restart and buy new things and, you know, revamp and refresh whatever we doing so many times. And that's going to happen in life too. It just means you're elevating. It just means you're getting to that next level. And yeah, you know, you got to put some work in. Can't just sit around talking and, you know, complaining. You got to put some work in. You can have all the talent and all the ambition, but you ain't willing to work. It's not gonna work. It's improbable. It's not gonna happen. So no, it's sacred to a lot of people. Definitely to us now. And our daughter just actually contacted us yesterday. My oldest daughter, and said we ain't have no anger. We told y'all she was gonna hit us up eventually. She sent some pictures of our grandbaby. And he's walking and stuff now, so we all excited. He getting so big. And I get down there and see him soon in a couple months. But we just talked real briefly. You know what I'm saying? We asked how they was doing and you know everything that was going on. She asked the same thing. Like we said, there's no anger, no animosity. We don't operate like that. And our kids really the only ones that get that free pass. Yes, we know they knuckleheads. We was one too. Yes, we know, but we don't ever want to close that door. The opportunity may come, we can help them. But anybody else, we ain't got nothing for you. We ain't got nothing for you. We protecting that. You just going on with your life. You ain't got to apologize. You ain't got to own up. We know that's not gonna happen. We took responsibility for what we did and you know claimed it, accepted it, swallowed it. Okay, so now we gonna move different. We gonna do stuff different. We can just control ourselves. That's it. We had to learn we cannot control other people. Can't make them do nothing they don't want to do. So they getting on with their life. That's one thing we know. They getting on with their life. Get on with yours. They gonna find what makes them happy. You got every right to do the same thing. That's life. That's life. So healing is not easy. And before that, we all know you got to go through a whole lot of hell and a whole lot of damn pain. Good Lord. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, we was drained and felt like we was walking around on pins and needles. This the first time in our life we've this is the closest we'll say we've ever come to actually feeling free and feeling like we able to be ourselves. We still got a little bit of work to do. Still got some things to do, but this the closest we done came. We have never been able to be ourselves around anybody. You know, we know that's something that's on us, but like we said, we didn't know. Just don't care what people think and just be yourself. And yeah, we're a little weird. We watch weird stuff on YouTube. When our husband be like, "What the hell is she in here? What?" I don't know. We like different stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? We don't watch the same shows like everybody else. We don't even do the same music. Nothing we do, we can honestly say is like anybody else. We know they might be more popular, they getting awards and making more money, but we just chose to do stuff different because you know what I'm saying, it stands out and we keep doing what we doing. Who knows? We ain't psychic, so we definitely don't know. But yeah, that's why we do all that. When you're going through it, it's draining. Very draining. And enough is enough. That's what we had to say. Enough is enough. Just stop dealing with these people. Just stop. And yeah, our life has gotten a lot more peaceful. We know they don't like us. We know they got a problem with us. You need to heal yourself before you're sitting around here talking about us. Why don't you look in the mirror at the real problem? We never said we was perfect, but we are not finna sit here and feel like we was the whole problem. Nope. No, we are not doing that. So it is draining. Cut them people off, please. Get rid of them. People that just call you when they need something, they want to use you. You're doing everything for them, and they still gonna talk about you. They still stab you in the back, and then look like, what? You didn't know this was gonna happen? No, 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 I didn't know that. I actually thought you was gonna love me the way that I love you. My bad. No, I wasn't expecting that. And we might be naive and stupid for that, but hey, when somebody put on the mask and they're playing the role, I mean, they know what they're doing. And yeah, we fall for it because we actually thinking somewhere in our head that this is what we're gonna be dealing with. They are who they say they are. Like, guess we were stupid, but it is what it is. But yeah, get away from that. We spent years wasting time and energy on people that didn't even give a damn about us, and it didn't take us long to figure it out. It did not, and when we did, we ain't got to talk again. I don't even want to see you again. Like, seriously. You know what you did. We did what we did. It is what it is. You know what we're saying? You kicked it off though. Everything, yeah, we finna say it. We have done has been in self-defense because people think we just weak, that we stupid and we don't know nothing. And we always got to be the F around and find out type person. Now we the problem. Self-defense. It's like you damned if you do, y'all know you're damned if you don't. If you don't respond, they're gonna say something. You do respond, they're gonna say something. So we prefer to don't do nothing and let them talk, whatever they're gonna do. Don't respond at all. Silence is the best thing when you're going through that stuff and it's draining you and slowly killing you and you don't even know it. Silence, cut them off, stand on what you said. It's actually that simple. You know what you deserve and you know what you do and don't want in your life. You know this already. So why keep begging? Why keep telling you when you can have exactly what you want in your life and who you want in your life? It's all about choice and perspective, how you choose to look at it. A lot of people, they need that crowd. They need them people around them because they're not dealing with what's really wrong with them. And it helps them with their little so-called ego or image. And y'all need to look up the origin of those two words as well because we can promise you they're not being used correctly. Everything starts from somewhere. So that's all we're gonna say about that. But yeah, you need to remember who you are and what you deserve and what you don't deserve. That's it. That's all. It's really not hard. Really not hard at all. Hurting and healing. What's that phrase? The truth will set you free. We used to hear that all the time growing up. Somebody left off the part where it says, "Well, first it's gonna piss you off," because we all get angry when we find out the truth. We know we did when we started learning Islam. We was pissed off when we started studying. Ask our husband because we was finally learning what the hell was really going on, and we was finally learning about the people around us. Everything we've been told, everything has been a lie. Like, huh? And we found out people in our family knew about Islam. Never said nothing. Because it saves us from a lot of trouble. But you know, it is what it is. At least we found it. But yeah, that's what people leave out with that phrase. I think I can't remember what social media we saw that on. But it said, yeah, the truth gonna set you free, but first it's gonna piss you off, and then you're gonna go through all the emotions, all them emotions, and then you're gonna be like, okay. So they did what they did. I felt how I felt. Now we are where we are, and it is what it is. Okay, so I need to do this different next time. Don't deal with that person no more. This is how our brain should have thought. Don't deal with that person no more. Just move different. Just get yourself together. Okay, yeah, all that. That's how we thinking now, though. Yeah, you're gonna learn the truth about people because people are gonna show you how they really feel, and they don't feel nothing. They don't care what they do. You do somebody wrong, and they had nothing but good intentions, and we can't say this enough. Nobody is perfect, but when you got somebody that's at least making an effort, damn, just at least act like it's enough. But a lot of y'all so entitled, and you feel so privileged that somebody got to treat you a certain way because nobody's ever stood up to you. Nobody's ever gone, put them hands up, especially like we have. Yeah, yeah. We're not afraid, not one little bit. We don't care about your experience, how tall you are. Know what I'm saying? No. We ain't even got to win, but you gonna know we ain't gonna back down. Yeah, yeah, we said that. But you go through all that and then you realize the truth and see that person for who they are, see life for what it really is, and yeah, that's when you start the healing. The letting go and the acceptance of things and people you cannot change. So we know that healing looks different for a lot of people. We know that. But give yourself permission to rest while you're doing that. If you're able, we know everybody got a different work schedule and everything. But when you're home, when you can, turn off your phone. You ain't got to turn the TV on nothing. Just get you some rest. Lay down and go to sleep, or lay down and scroll on TikTok. That's what we do sometimes. Shoot, better than being out here in these streets. But give yourself permission to rest. Don't put everything on your shoulders and just heal. Take some responsibility. It's not all your fault. No. But take some responsibility and just heal. Everybody's we already said the time frame is different, and just take your time. We ain't missing nothing. Everything's still gonna be there when you ready to pop back out. So we can tell you that right now. But healing is proof of your strength. A lot of people think you weak because you acknowledging the things that you're going through. And yeah, you cry, you had your bad days and all that, but it takes a strong person to realize, yeah, I messed up, I was stupid, and now I gotta fix it. While that person moves on with their life. Don't worry, it's gonna catch up to them, but it's gonna look like they're moving on without no problem. But it's gonna catch up to them. It always does. Karma don't miss. Even if you can't see it yet, you're strong. And the fact that you acknowledge that and like, I want to heal, I want to be better, I don't want to go through this no more, you're going to be good. We can promise you that. And you're going to find your power, your voice, your strength, your independence, your freedom in the process. You know what I'm saying? From understanding your pain to reclaiming your peace, reclaiming your life. There's different layers of healing. You know what I'm saying? Allow yourself to feel what you done buried or tried to hide or you want to run away from. That's what we had to do. It was not easy. It was very ugly, y'all. Because we had to really take a long look at ourselves because we was filling voids and we was trying to put people in places that we should have put, ourselves, and we hope that makes sense. We was trying to love them and put them above us and go 1,000% for them. We should have put that energy into ourselves and what we wanted to do and just spoke up more, stood up for ourselves more. Because eventually in all our relationships, we just stopped talking. Every time we try to open our mouth, we got belittled and torn down for it. So we just like, I'm going to just shut up. And one thing, and we said this, one thing that's important to us with anybody we deal with is we be able to express ourselves and talk to without you going into defense mode and flipping the script on us and turning things around on us when we're not even trying to attack you. We're just talking. We two grown adults. We can't talk. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why we stopped talking to a lot of people. You didn't care. You didn't want to listen. You didn't even want to hear it. I wish you would have just said that. We wouldn't even talk. You know what we're saying? Wish you would have just said that. Open your mouth. So yeah, allow yourself to feel what you've been buried, what you've been trying to run away from. Yeah, you're gonna cuss yourself out. You're gonna kick yourself. You're gonna be like, I can't believe I did that. I was so stupid. And it's not that you talking down about yourself, no. But we all fall victim to it. Oh yeah, we all do. All the damn time. Every day. Somebody doing it right now. But just allow yourself to feel that. That's why we say take responsibility. Allow yourself to feel, I ignored the red flags. I stayed longer than what I should have. I accepted behavior I know I wouldn't normally accept. Just to show this person that I love them and I want to be there for them, they're not going to appreciate it. Unfortunately, no, they're not going to appreciate it. They're going to do everything to keep tearing you down and abusing you. Ask us how we know. But just allow yourself to feel it. You're going to cry, ladies. You're going to cry. You're going to kick yourself. You're going to want to just pull up on them and like do something stupid. Don't. We've seen too many women that's sitting in prison in jail that done did that right now. And we're not saying that they was valid, but the way they handled it, and this is why we say this. Nobody is worth you going to jail or prison for. We don't care if it's your mama, your kids, your husband, boyfriend, your significant other. Nobody is. If you do it solo, hell. Just at least you ain't got to drag nobody with you. You know what we're saying? You ain't got to mess up nobody else's life. But don't do that either way. We just saying take the latter of what we said. Because you can only control yourself. You can't control other people. So that's why we say if you're going to do something stupid like that, do it solo at least. Dang. Don't do it at all, but good Lord, be smart about it. Don't analyze somebody else. Trust us. Trust us. It ain't going to happen when we want, but they're going to get what's coming to them. Trust us. That's something we believe, and that's one of the major things that helped us let go of what everybody did. Karma is going to come back. Payback, it don't miss. Everything you did, we already got ours. The main thing was staying around y'all longer than what we should have. Yeah, we should have left and stayed gone. So we already got our payment. Allah already done chastised us and saved us and deleted our past. So we're good now. So you can bring it up. Unless you him and Honorable Elijah Muhammad, we're not listening. We don't have to. And you can take that however you want. We will say no disrespect or no offense, but we're talking about our Father and our messenger. No, we don't apologize for that. That's it. That's all. So, while you letting yourself feel what you have buried, you're gonna first start off with the why me. Why did they do this to me? Why did you leave me out here to drown? Why did you lie on me? Why did you hit me? Why did you put your hands on me? Why did you never listen to me? You never supported me. You blocked me from opportunities. Why? I would have never done that to you. And that's why a lot of people crash out. And that's why they snap, because they know I would have never done that to you. I don't care how angry I got. I'd rather just leave. I'm not finna go run and talk about you, um, go cheat on you, none of that. We never would have did that. We would have stayed and worked it out, fixed it, talked about it, whatever. But you ran. That's not what grown people do. They sit down and deal with the problems they created. And we was left alone to do it. So why me? What did I do to deserve this? Why am I going through this? Why did I not see this coming? Like, am I really that stupid? You know the answer to that question already. Nobody's really stupid. You just fall for an illusion because that person is acting. They live their life in their own damn fancy world where they're the main character. Let's see how that works out. But yeah, that's how you start out. That's why we say you have to allow yourself to feel that. And everybody has done it. That's accepted domestic violence, cheating, any type of abuse, and ever struggled in their life. Because we know we ask ourselves that question. Sitting in shelters and sleeping in our car, yeah, we've asked ourselves that question, like, how did this happen? Why me? And we took our kids through a lot that we had to forgive and let go. And then we went from the why me to, okay, what can we learn from this? How are we going to do this different? And it still took a minute. Our brain had to catch up. Our brain had to catch up. So, he's like, what can I learn from this? How can I do things different? Like you said, going through failed relationship after failed relationship, we had to learn something. We had to. Otherwise, we was gonna keep doing the same stuff over and over again. So yeah, and we done said this before. Learning Islam and accepting Islam has been one of the biggest things that's changed our life. Yeah, trusting Allah's timing that we found Him finally, and wisdom and the knowledge that we've learned. Yeah, it 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 helped us. We're gonna put it this way: it helped us to accept every heartbreak, every disappointment, every letdown, every damn setback. It helped us to accept it. And we realized this one of the major things that we gotta do stuff different. What we was doing wasn't working. And our whole life is slowly but surely changing. That's what helped us. And it's gonna be different from everybody, but that's what helped us. How can we do this different? We have to change our whole identity, get rid of the old version of who we were. Everything we used to do, cannot keep doing it. It wasn't leading nowhere anyway. Like we said, we had to cut people off, delete them. No anger, no spitefulness, no get back. But you can't be in my life anymore. Don't really care what you got going on. We're not even following you on social media. We don't have your phone number. None of that. We don't want to know because we don't really care. It's going to be our time and it's going to be our time now. And whatever we're able to do, we're going to make sure we do it. And this time it's going to be different because now we know where we fit in and what we can and cannot do. And you know what? That's going to protect us and save us from a hell of a lot. We know that much. And yeah, started moving different, started doing things different this year. And we done said this before, but no, like really this year, like we getting started on doing some things we had never thought we was gonna be doing. And we determined like to end our 2026 a lot different. So we got to start now and lock in. And we've learned a lot from the stupid decisions we made, people we had no business being around, acting a fool. We was acting a fool. That's an understatement. We just acted just straight stupid. Stupid. But it was a self-defense show. We still acted stupid though. We could have just walked away and left them alone. But like we said, it was in self-defense. They started it. We had to finish it. Yeah, that simple, that easy. Forgiveness. Okay. We talked about this on our show already. No. Let me make this clear. We are not holding a grudge. We are not bitter. We are not mad. We have let go of everything. But no, we have chosen not to forgive anybody that's wronged us or did anything wrong to us. That's just our personal decision. Yes, you can still heal, and everybody's different. We said this already. When it comes to forgiveness, some people heal and forgive and they let go. Some people, I would never forgive you because you knew what you were doing and you knew I would never do that to you. That's our major reason. And you did to us what we never would have done. We never would have done that. We don't care how mad or how angry we got. You know what I'm saying? So some people choose that and they choose to still heal and just accept that person for who they are, not deal with them again and move on with their life. Just stay away from me. That's what a lot of them say. That's what we tell everybody. Just stay away from us. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to apologize for. Just get on with your life, but just know that we getting on with ours. We're not sitting around worried about you, pining over you, crying over you. Any tear we did shed was for us because we failed ourselves and we let ourselves down. And this time around, no, never again. We are not going back. And not even just relationship wise, we are not going back to that weak little girl we used to be. Yeah, we done grew up and changed a lot. No, we're not doing that. And like we said, for the people that do, you know what we're saying, it don't mean forgetting or excusing what they did. Some people just do that for their peace and, you know, their acceptance, and they can heal. And like we said, some don't, and they still, you know, find their peace in accepting who that person is and, you know, still healing, especially from what they did. And we always tell people, if you're going to forgive anybody, please forgive yourself. It's okay. It's okay to accept it and be like, I messed up. I was stupid. I cannot believe I did that. It's okay. Just, you know, take responsibility for whatever you overlooked. We know we had to do it. We done did it so many times. And just forgive yourself. And just make it up in your mind. I'm going to be my own best friend. I'm going to fall in love with myself. I'm going to spoil myself, not just money and, you know, material things. I'm going to work on my self-care, you know, skincare, work out, drink water, you know, stuff like that. Journal, find a positive outlet, you know, stuff like that. I'm going to take better care of myself. You know, we're saying I'm going to fall in love with myself and be okay with being by myself if it comes down to it. You know, we still love. Don't get us wrong, but don't get it confused either. If we got to be single, we will. No, we're not gonna get our hand. We gonna be disappear. So that's all we gonna say. That's simple and easy. But when you forgiving yourself, that's why we say this. You're freeing yourself from all that emotion, all that emotional weight that you got on your shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Just deal with it. You carrying a weight on your shoulders, in your chest, in your back. Trust us, we know. That's why we had to forgive ourselves. Hey, look, it's something for what it is. You know, you fell down, you fell short, you didn't know. So that's how we're going to do this different next time. It's okay. It don't mean you're a bad person. Don't mean you evil. You know what I'm saying? At least you're acknowledging it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people won't. They're going to keep doing what they're doing. And honestly, we ain't got no sympathy for them when their time comes because you're not even wanting to change. You don't have all the answers. Neither did we. Nobody does. Be open to learn something and listen. It might help you in the long run, but a lot of people don't want to do that unless they're getting paid. They can get some money off of it, which ain't nothing wrong with that, but you can learn something too without getting paid or spending money. It's so much you can learn for free. But yeah, free yourself. You ain't got to, like we said, you can't control nobody else. You ain't got to worry about nobody else, but just free yourself. You know what I'm saying? We had a whole lot of anger and hurt and pain we had to let go of. You know what we're saying? And we just did practical stuff. You know what I'm saying? Easy things, like we said. Forgiving ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We follow Islam for those that don't know already. So we pray every morning before sunrise. We write our poetry down and we read affirmations every day. Like we said, we start speaking to a lot of people. We just had to cut them out of our life and set boundaries and just protect our peace and our energy. And most important to us is speaking kind to ourselves. The negative thoughts gonna creep in. We already know this because they tried it with us. It happens every day. No, you a liar. Get on. That's just the negative. They ain't gonna thoughts in your head that you allow to creep in because we think too much. Got to let things go and just, you know, take it for what it is. So no, we started speaking kind to ourselves. Our healing that became sacred, our peace, and we know our story ain't over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we starting over. We 40 years old. We starting over again, but it's gonna be different. And yeah, we're gonna say it out loud. It's just beginning. We feel like it's gonna be the best years, and we in our 40s gonna fly by. So Guess we about to find out. um, all that stuff. So yeah. Um, the story is just beginning, especially when you just coming out of, an abusive situation, regardless of what it is. Regardless of what it is, you can't come out of it. Okay, you guys. So what we're going to do is go ahead and take our first break. Play some music, and we will be back on the Queen Mimi Blog Show. righty, everybody, and just like that, we are back on the Queen Mimi Blog Show, and today we basically talking about, healing after all the pain and heartbreak and, so on and so forth that you're going through with domestic violence, hell with life, period, whatever you're experiencing right now. And yeah, healing is gonna be, your lifestyle. That's self-explanatory. When you want to walk in your wholeness and your righteousness and a brand new version of yourself, yeah, it's gonna be a whole lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna find hope, strength, and grounding. It's gonna humble you. That's it, that's all. When you are healed and things don't bother you and people, even just somebody mentioning their name don't bother you the way that it used to, you on the right track. Yeah, you definitely on the right track. Um, you move more softer, more wiser, and more intentional and different. You're at peace. You're finding it. You're on that path. You're on that journey. It's not destination. It's a journey, and you got to practice it and work at it every day. You have to. Like we said earlier, it's not a competition. It's not a race. Everybody have their own, time frame or how they choose to heal. Some people are quicker than others, and some people they just want to get through it. Like, hey, look, it is what it is. Keep moving. Some people it take a day. We don't care how bad it is. Like, okay, well, I guess they ain't want me. You know what I'm saying? And keep moving. Some people it take them a while, especially when they love that person. You know what I'm saying? But move and get over them. Like we said, they're getting on with their life. They're not sitting around worry about you. Get on with yours. Do what you got to do. And still show up. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, you got to isolate. Let's make sure it's for the right reasons, so on and so forth. And just get yourself together, get yourself right, be different, come back different, emerge different. Shoot, get healing. Life ain't gonna wait, and time is not gonna slow down. No, sir. So, yeah, make sure you get on that. Rest, forgive, journal, find a positive outlet. Take one small step, one day at a time, 1 minute at a time if you have to. You know what we're saying? Make your heart lighter than it's ever been, your spirit strong, and your peace and your boundaries unshakable. Yeah, you're gonna have to get to that level. You're gonna have to get to that level. Um, Otherwise you're gonna stay stuck where you at. We don't know about y'all, but we got tired of being stuck. We got tired of being a loser. We got tired. You know what we're saying? We got tired. Everything was getting old, like the same repetitive BS over and over again. We say here wanting to prove ourselves and get these people's approval. Like, huh? No, we're not doing that. We are not doing it. You can hate us. Trust us. We're not a fan of you. So remember that. You ain't got to like us. Please know we don't like you too. You're not the only one. Okay, so don't think you the only one that can feel that way about somebody. Us, we're at the point where we don't feel nothing at all. And yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of our advice. You gotta get a little heartless. You know what we're saying? You're gonna have to. Emotions and love, and you need to have them at the right times, but using that with everybody, like, no. It's not gonna get you nowhere. Being the nice person, being the nice guy, the nice girl. No, we're not saying go out here and be evil. Hell no, we're not saying go out here and be mean, but you gotta set boundaries. You gotta deal with certain people. You cannot deal with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Your peace is your power. Your mental health, that's your power. You being better and separating yourself and having the balls to step up and do something different, that's your power. Nobody can ever take that away from you. They can talk about you all they want. They can gossip and lie. Let them. We said that already. Let them. They not worth it. Okay, so don't even worry about it. That they're not gonna care. They're not gonna care. We promise you that. They're gonna keep doing what they're doing unless they really want to change. And we know a lot of people don't know what we're saying, but it's all good. Don't worry about it. Your life is deep. It's sacred. You only get one shot. So while we sitting around here worrying about what people that ain't doing no better than us, probably doing worse, is around here saying. Not really happy they're gonna tell you that, but they're not reclaiming no peace. They're not healing. They're not dealing with, forgiveness. They're not accepting what they did. You know what we're saying? They don't know what part of them needs the most love in their life. You know what we're saying? Allah never wastes time. He don't make mistakes. We're not here by accident. You know what I'm saying? And it happened for a reason. It happened for a reason. And yeah, we on our healing journey, just like we know a lot of y'all are. And it's proof of your strength. And we remind ourselves, if you gotta do that every day, remind yourself every damn day. I am powerful, honey. I am strong. I attract everything to me. Money is coming to me. Peace is coming to me. Joy is coming to me. Claim it. Get out there in the world and put that energy out there. Because really, when it comes down to it, you ain't got nobody to rely on but yourself. At least on this planet. You know what we're saying? So give yourself permission to rest. You understand what we're saying? Your healing journey is not going to be easy, but keep going. It's going to get better every day. It's going to get easier every day. Trust us. You're going to thank yourself in the long run. And you're not going to feel like it every day. You're not going to feel like getting out of bed. You ain't going to feel like dealing with people. You ain't going to feel like doing nothing. But remember and ask yourself this. Do I want to stay stuck in the same spot this time next year? Or do I want to be better? Even if I ain't got everything I want, at least I got this going, I got this movement, I'm working on this. No. You want to keep dealing with the same stuff? No. You know what I'm saying? No. Something needs to change. Something needs to be better. You know what we're saying? And it's going to be personal and messy. It's not going to look good when you're going through it. But reclaiming your power, your peace, and your life is worth it. And if that means, like we already said, you got to burn some bridges, oh well. Then want your people. People don't understand how much pain can change you. It can change you into a person you never thought you was capable of being. Some good, but unfortunately, some go down a bad path. They go down the wrong path. And they become the hurt people type person. Honestly, with us, we know karma's gonna get you. So you ain't got to worry about hearing from us again. You ain't got to worry about seeing us again, working with us again. You're not gonna stop the show. We never wanted to stop yours. We wanted to be a part of it, but that wasn't your MO. But you're not gonna stop our show. We're the only ones that can. And Allah, but that's gonna be out of protection to make sure nothing happens to us. So be fine, honey. We done been through the hurt. Now we want to heal. Giving ourselves permission to be ourselves and bleed before we can breathe. We like to say we're still in that the bleeding process, the bleeding. But we're learning to breathe too. You know what I'm saying? We still got scars and things that we need to heal and, get rid of. And, that's okay. At least we got the balls to deal with it. And when the time comes, we're probably going to have to face some things and people from our past, if that happens. And we're glad this time around we can handle it. You know what I'm saying? We're proud of ourselves. Finding power, you know what I'm saying? Understanding our pain, just enough is enough, and reclaiming our peace. Allowing ourselves to feel, even us failing ourselves, allowing ourselves to feel that. Not really falling in love with ourselves, becoming our own best friend. We allowed ourselves to feel that. So those are things that we standing on that major at this point in our life. And now we in the what can I learn from this phase? We're saying trust in Allah and everything that's going on. Choosing to let go and heal and just look at people for who they are and just speaking kind to ourselves. You know what we're saying? And we decide we're going to treat ourselves better. Everything we're doing is going to take a while and it's going to be a whole process, but we can get through it. We just have to allow ourselves and remember that we do deserve better. That's it. That's all. So what we're going to do, you guys, is go ahead and take our last break and play some more music, and we will be back on the Queen Mimi Blog Show. All right, everybody, and just like that, we are back on the Queen Mimi Blog Show. So what we're going to do, you guys, is go ahead and give y'all all our social media where you can catch the Queen Mimi Blog Show and all our other shows as well. That we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. So first and foremost, you can catch the Queen Mimi Blog Show this and every Friday morning live 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, where we talk about topics like, motherhood, mental health, modest dressing, marriage, self-motivation, and the importance of course, knowing your worth, which is something that we learning and we encourage everybody else, of course, to learn as well. And you guys can follow us on all our social media, both of our YouTube channels, the Queen Mimi Radio Show, and of course the Queen Mimi Podcast, LinkedIn, Queen Mimi, Twitch, Queen Candy 85, TikTok, Queen Mimi, Clubhouse, Queen Mimi 77, and of course under Red Note, under Queen Mimi as well. And our Twitch schedule for every week, all our shows, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, you guys. The Queen Mimi podcast every Sunday, Queen Mimi Radio every Tuesday. We're talking topics every Thursday, and of course the Queen Mimi Blog Show every Friday. And we can't forget, you can catch all of our shows on all podcast streaming platforms: Anchor, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts, just to name a few. So yes, you guys, that is all our social media. You can catch all our shows. Follow us on all our platforms. We are going to go ahead and get out of here. Get our day started. Like we said, we hope you guys enjoy your weekend. We're going to be out here working, taking care of business, getting things done, slowly but surely. But, everything's going to come together. Of course, and in due time. But like we said, heal, learn from your choices, from your mistakes, and, just be better. You don't need anybody's approval, they blessing, none of that. It's up to you to be better. That simple, that easy. That's all. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Play one last song for you guys. Enjoy your Friday. Made it to another week. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully you guys will get some rest. Stay blessed and stay safe out there. And we'll talk to you guys Sunday on the Queen Mimi podcast. Have a good one.